Hey, what's up, everybody? It's another Mix It Up podcast. I'm your host, Joel Hawkinson. Of course, I'm here with my buddy,
Joel.
Yes. So, did you have a good weekend, H?
All right.
I love how you don't go into detail on anything.
No. I was going to say the best part of the weekend is Monday because the kids is in school. School is back. The house is silent and clean all day long. It's awesome.
Yeah, but come like 3 o'clock, then it's bad again, right?
Yeah, but until then.
Within 30 minutes of them being home, it's bad again. Yeah. Yeah, I always remember that. I don't remember me being that as a kid. Like, I was like rearranging my room's furniture in feng shui at the age of like 10. I kid you not. I mean, I got for birthday and Christmas presents from my grandmother office supplies, and I was stoked. Oh, yeah. Because I like to draw.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like to draw a lot.
Say drawing supplies. Office supplies made me think like staplers, manila folders.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff too.
Like those make me happy.
I kept all of my art organized.
That's
so
true.
Honestly, it helped me really kind of button as a graphic designer and not a commercial artist.
Yeah.
It was less about this and more about, okay, let's organize. Put pen here, scissors. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I was very particular about my stuff.
Oh.
But not all, just
Oh.
Anyways, today we're going to be doing J-Hope Arson official music video. Now,
shit.
We're going to do one more J-Hope, and then we're going to be recording a special type of episode. Now, we talked about it in a previous podcast, but it's basically, and I don't think you did any homework on it, but it's okay.
Tell me.
We talked about it on the podcast.
You gotta remind. I didn't get the email.
5 worst superhuman power picks.
Oh, yeah.
Creative.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought about it yesterday. That's why I was like, we got a couple good ones.
Oh, and then so he
Really,
thought about it yesterday and didn't say nothing.
Really, it's not hard to be creative and come up with just like the ridiculous superpowers that no one should ever have. Now, it's okay if they're practical in some application, because obviously you could spend all day saying, you have the power to glue your own butt cheeks together. It's very easy to creatively come up with something that's super pointless, but
Hey, maybe you're the president.
yeah, but you have to come up with like you have to come up with the superpower name as well as what the power is and how useful it is. It's what would you call that guy? Butt bomb. That's what you say. Because what would happen? You'd explode. Glue your butt cheeks together for 10 years. You're going to explode because you're full of shit. That's a disturbing one, too. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be checking out J-Hope Arson official music video.
MV?
Okay,
Started. Let's
cool.
say it's a music video.
Okay, I didn't know if it was a teaser, so apologize.
Let's burn. It's done. Let's burn. 내 열정에 burn. 내 영혼에 burn. 내 삶 속을 burn. Everyday I run. 멈출 수 없던 그때 그 시절. I burn it all and I want it all. 명예는 first, of course. 인기까지도 내 스스로가 과열이 될 수밖에 없던 뭣도 모를 무식한 내 야망의 원동력. When I sweat, 이렇게 show해. 부르짖고 sweet, get on my feet, on my legs. 꺾이 from my way. 날아오르는 social, 또 이기는 정적. 비례하는 burn, hater, 매번 울리는 욕정. 힘마저 좋아, cause be my fans, be my label, with my fellas. 가차게 타오르게 all day. 합리적인 공범, 방화범, what's fun. 무서울 건 없어, 해치 앞서. It's done, 나의 꿈도 done, 그 성과도 done, 내 할목도 done. 더 이상은 넌 과욕을 굽여 박수 칠 때 더 나는 개구먼 내가 부르겠던 건 나를 위함이었어. 세상이 타오를 줄 누가 알았겠어. 잠시 시킬 때쯤 본인의 흔적들이 보여. 그게 너 너무 개불심한 방화였단 걸 뜨겁단 꽉깨도 잡게 링크고 갑작 무서운 사태 Nobody get, nobody stop 시kin 불을 끄게 오직 나만이 가능해 어떤 내 fireman 오진 앞에도 저처럼 모두 매기를 거라고 터졌어 한치 앞큰 관문 필요한 나의 수도를 던지 판도 밝혀가는 한숨
So I know what specific thing he was shooting for in what he was doing there, but I honestly think that he secretly wanted that unpacked a little differently. I know it was more about, I think honestly it's okay. See how the S is there and how when they were pulling out, as it started, it kind of looked more like they were about to do like some yin and yang symbol or something. And then it pulls out to be arson, the word arson. I honestly think, and follow me here, I know it may be a little bit difficult, but I honestly think that this is a song based more on that point in time where it's almost like Schrodinger's cat. You are literally alive and dead at the same moment. So you are either satisfied or you will, like he said, burn brighter. Like be more ambitious, go after more things, be more directed, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I really do think that this is a song which is like, I burn everything. I'm ready to go. Let's move on this. Let's do this. I have ambition and I have need and want and desire. But at the same time, I think it's like a little bit of fear too, that he might burn himself completely out and there be nothing left if he burns too bright. And then on the other side of it, you have this, let's just keep going till we see it all burn down. Let's just keep going hard in the paint till we see everything burn down and it's done. Like, I have a feeling like that's also part of it too. Yeah, I love my family. Just stop messaging. But I just have a feeling like that's like, kind of what the song is about.
I could see where you're going with the burn brighter, because you notice I was looking more at the visual than his outfit. He started off like all like bright white, clean, and I noticed it stood out because everything in the background is dark and on fire. And then as the video goes through, like now he's been through some shit, you know, because you see his outfits is more tattered. It's more tattered. There's no TH.
There's no H. No, it's T.
That's why I didn't know the word at first, because I wasn't sure.
Like he got some tattoos, but tattered.
Yeah. It was more tattered. So I could see that.
Yeah.
Because he goes through the video and it, you know, starts to burn brighter.
But you know that when he's all like kind of out of the burn, like his clothes are singed and everything else is like the fire's gone. It's just like the burnt vehicles and the cars. And he's discussing topically, you know, the question of, should I stop what I'm doing, be satisfied with what I am, or should I keep going? And then all of a sudden it closes up and then it keeps closing in on his face and he's just starting to burn like even hotter, you know, where it's actually affecting his skin and his face and everything else. And I was like,
and even it goes into his heart, so like his core.
But then you see that it's almost like it's not burning him away like it did everything else. It's more like fuel for the fire, which he talked about that at the beginning of the song too. But yeah, it's a really interesting video. And I would say, honestly, I did not expect that.
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
In fact, I always said that, you know, Suga / Guesty would be.
Suga wrote it.
Yeah. I always said that he would be like the darkest element when it came to personal stuff because he's so artistic with what he does visually and everything. I'm sorry, I gotta stop saying it. Not visually, art direction. Because visually means something different in South Korea.
Oh,
it means beauty of the face or prettiness, popularity, that type of thing. At least that's what someone explained to me in the comments. I don't know if they're right. I'm hoping. But no, it wasn't one person. It was like 50 people, 50 million people who told us that after we did the Dynamite video. But because we kept saying visual, like the vision or visual when we talked about the video, but everybody was like, we're so confused. You're talking about their faces, their pretty faces? What's happening? I'm sorry. We apologize. We didn't know.
It's different over.
That's the way it rolls. But yeah, no, I think I kind of expected like Suga would have done something like that, but J-Hope pulled it out.
Yeah.
Well, because J-Hope's last one we saw was like extremely colorful.
Yeah.
Like hardcore. It was almost like watching a version of Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like it was that super it was super colorful, dude. It was super colorful.
That was the one with
there was animations
with J. Cole.
And
was that the one with J. Cole?
No. That was not that was not super colorful.
Which one?
The one where you had a video where it almost looked like it had like crazy cartoon parts in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a crazy video. But no, I mean yeah, I did not expect this from J-Hope. I'm kind of stoked to see what more is about because that's the next one we're doing.
Completely different.
It's definitely more. But so yeah, man.
Talk about versatility.
Yeah. Well, they're all like that. We gotta just
you
kind of
still get surprised because it's like you'll watch a few videos, you see some songs like, okay, so this person's kind of like, wait, what the? I'm just waiting on V to just shock us.
Yeah.
Like well, he's gonna all of a sudden sing
in a
like,
metal group.
Yeah, he's gonna be in a metal group singing in falsetto, and you were like, what?
Well, okay, so he sang a lot in falsetto in a couple of those videos.
Song.
Oh yeah. Just hardcore falsetto, not just the soft.
No bass at all, just
no softness, just all hard.
Yep.
Get all hard. Get hard. But
high school football pictures.
Yeah, right. Yeah, tons of fun. But no, man. J-Hope's dope. I liked his lyrical prowess and the timing that he used too, because it wasn't something where someone does a rhyming couplet, where it almost kind of follows the same pattern. Because some rappers will put in like doubles and triples and sometimes double entendres if you're like Eminem, and triple entendres and all that stuff. But J-Hope has this almost like he's playing drums with his timing in the words and his dynamics. Because it's almost like you got one beat happen and then he's like it's this off time that he'll switch to double time and then go, you know, it's like his timing is just perfectly spaced, and that's some of the best stuff, because you can tell like if a rapper, like their talent just on how they're ending verses, writing them and whatnot, because if they move really quickly towards the end and doesn't exactly fill everything in a perfect time signature, you're like, oh, that felt rushed, like, you know, that feeling, you know, or feels like they left it too open at the end, you know. It's just a great feeling when they just perfectly time it and you're like, my OCD is satisfied. Thank you. So yeah, no, I liked the video. I liked the art direction of it, and I was kind of surprised by the art direction. I mean, it's a simple video, but it's very, you know, that cost a pretty penny because there's a lot of cars they had to destroy.
Let's find some cars already messed up. It's possible.
I mean, you could have digital fire, blah, 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 but post-production would be expensive when you literally could just have a bunch of innate objects and set it on fire. It'd actually be a lot cheaper. It'd be like, okay, we need guys standing by. fire extinguishers, but John, grab the lighter fluid. Like that's just what it would be. Rather than going, okay, in post-production, we want to see flames everywhere. That's going to be expensive. Well, it's going to be worth it. You know, they had to set something on fire. Which I hope so. If they did that digitally, oh my goodness, that must have been an expensive video.
It's like, why? Just burn it.
Just burn it all. Burn it to the ground. Sorry. I went anime voice for a second there. Yeah. I really like
fire.
I think, yeah, I really do. Dude, okay. I'll tell you a story. This is a goofy story. So, I don't know if you remember that deodorant that women used to wear, Secret. Oh, it still exists? The spray in the can? Spray was flammable.
Oh, nice.
When I say flammable, I mean blowtorch flammable. I found this out just by happenstance because I like the powdery smell. It kind of made if there was like a stench in the air, like something like a dead animal, whatever it may be, like you can literally take Secret and be like, and it'll be like, cover the smell. Like it just buries it with that powder smell. So there was many times where like, you know, I would smell something and be like, ah. Like before I was smoking cigarettes, I had like a super nose. So that super nose could pick out smells from like a mile away. Very hard to live in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids that smell like shit, if I can be honest.
They're just playing outside. It's okay.
Well, yeah, playing outside, it does not constitute your body odor being Burger King. I mean, that's what it smelled like, was Burger King. I was like, I had a few friends where I was like, good God, man, do you work there? You're only 8. Like it just smells like pure Burger King. Like, oh, and that smells not a good smell. Burger King BO, that's what it was. Yeah. Which, by the way, whoever's eating at Burger King, like, yeah. That's got to make you very sad inside, you know?
Chicken sandwich.
Yeah, right. Their chicken sandwich is good. I'm gonna be honest about it. Even though it's one of those patty type things, I don't care. Anyways, but so like yeah, the Secret, I was in the backyard of my parents' house and I was just, I don't know, I had to have been maybe 13, 12, something like that, maybe even 10, I don't know. But I grabbed her bottle of Secret, and the reason I found it was flammable is because my dad had a little mini pit type thing, but it wasn't like a huge thing. It was something he used a long time ago, which is now sat in the backyard and just rusted, right? And I just wanted to start a fire, so I put some twigs and, you know, lit it with that long candle, you know, that thing, which I don't even know when those were invented, but they have not changed that in like 80 years. But so I lit it and I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, oh, it's about to go out. Branches were too wet. So I'm like upset about it. And I just so happened to smell like a dead rat or something. And I was like, oh, that's gonna annoy me, because I wanted to stay outside. The fire wasn't blowing hot enough to smoke and clear the air of smell. So I went and got my mom's Secret bottle and I went out in the backyard and I was just like, oh, it's a little bit better. And then I was like, oh, I wonder what it does to fire. Because I thought, oh, I'll put it out with a fire. And I went, oh. And I went, Secret time. And that's literally when, I don't know why, but I just randomly went, okay, let me get some matches and let me just sit here on my knees in the grass and burn a hole into the ground. And I literally just, I was like, oh, it's cool, it burns the grass. And it, like, by the time it got done, and I was like, I'm going inside. Like, I didn't think fire spreads, Joel. I guess the grass was dry enough that it would happen, but it wasn't too dry that it didn't like inferno the fence and everything. My dad calls me out. And I came in the living room and he just goes, so what'd you do today? And I was like, nothing. He's like, you wouldn't have been like burning ants with a magnifying glass or something. maybe. Like, I didn't have a good memory then either. And I was like, maybe. I don't know. Why? He was like, I don't know. It was just like this big black burnt hole in the backyard. And I just went. My eyes got big, and I didn't know back then how to control my emotional state. And I was like, what happened? And he was like, did you burn a hole in the backyard? I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, are you sure? Oh, man. Maybe I burned a hole. I don't know. I just remember going, go to your room. Good times.
So, ladies, if you have your spray bottle and a lighter,
you have a flammable source. No, seriously, that thing was like a freaking flamethrower, dude. Because it wasn't as dangerous as like spraying lighter fluid. That would have caught me on fire instantly. But it was just enough flammability that you could be like, why did I say that? Because now if any kid sees this, going, throw my mom deodorant blows up.
Don't try this at home. Don't try this at home. Don't do it.
Yeah, do not try this at home. Actually, I don't think you can. I haven't seen someone own a spray bottle of that in a very long time, and I'm pretty sure flamethrower was the reason why.
I'm sure somebody has one. Some expired bottle that's been in the back of the cabinet for the last 10 years. Like, is that secret?
It's probably lost its viability because I'm pretty sure that powder smell doesn't stick around forever. After all, I had to use it quite often to cover the smell of dead rats. I'm pretty sure my neighbor was shooting rats with a pellet gun. Just wish he would stop doing it in our backyard. Or his backyard, and he just had a pile of them or something, because that smell would just waft and you'd be like, what is that smell? And it would like hit you like a brick in the face, because you wouldn't notice. It'd be like, smelling honeysuckle. It was just a horrible wafting smell, but it was almost like it was a cylindrical smell that would be combined and concentrated and just smack you in the face. Yeah.
Childhood.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's why I didn't play as much in the backyard of my own house. I'd play out front. It's because I knew the smell can't go through houses. Obviously, someone's backyard is someone's dead. But, yeah. No, yeah, man, I liked the video. I enjoyed it. What'd you like about it? I mean, we talked about it we talked about it quite a bit, but I mean, is there any other thing?
The only thing I couldn't figure out at the beginning, there's the interstate, I think it was 405. And then later, I think there was another one that said 90. Just wonder, like, where do those intersections actually meet, where it might have been, or why they chose those
the
interstates.
405 and 90 sounds like California.
Okay. Do they meet?
I don't think so. They probably run parallel, I would say. Why?
Because I was just wondering why he picked those signs to put in it, or if that was just something random, or if that was where they shot the video, or
obviously it's where they shot the video. I mean, why would you shoot in a different location but then show the signs in the video?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's a significance to it, like that where he got his.
I'm pretty sure the 405 is in California.
From.
Because I remember TV shows talking about the 405 and I-90.
Okay.
So if I've heard them, it's either going to be Toronto, Atlanta, or California, or New York, because that's where most of our TV shows are based in. Yeah. I mean, think about it. How many TV shows? Well, there's a couple that were based in Florida, but it's mostly Atlanta. I would say Atlanta, Florida, New York, Chicago, California, Toronto, Ontario, maybe. But most of the shows are like based in those cities, quote unquote. There's a couple in Houston and Texas and stuff like that, Dallas. But yeah, no, I just unless Dubai is a seawall, know that. Sorry, it's the random pictures that show up on YouTube. Thank you. It's super weird. I'm sorry.
Talk about Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai drone 4K. Yeah. It's the screensaver. It's a weird planetarium with the seawall. Anyways, so yeah, man, I had fun with that video. That was cool.
Burn it.
Burn it down. Burn it all.
Arson.
Yeah. Arson. Burn. Fire. Ah. Do you ever watch Beavis and Butthead?
I did.
Yeah.
That's why I laughed.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Judge, I used to love his stuff. It's so crazy. That's why people liked it. Ren and Stimpy, people love that. Pinky in the Brain, all that stuff was insanity. That's why people love it. It's like, it's so insane. It makes no sense. I love it. I mean, Space Ghost and all that. Yeah, pretty much anything on Adult Swim. I mean, Rick and Morty's the thing now. And Rick and Morty just feels like, well, I guess we don't know anymore because what's his face got canned for being a douchebag. Justin Rowland or whatever, who created that show, Solar Opposites. He's like the newest Seth MacFarlane or the newest Matt Groening. Or the newest, wow, there's been a lot of people like that where a whole decade is just about their show cartoon thing, you know? Because you had Simpsons, Futurama, and then it went Family Guy. And then it went...
Who did South Park?
Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Okay.
So yeah, but they were cable more. So they were popular, but they were popular like amongst people that were my age, like a specific age group. And then they became bigger and more badassery because I think Comedy Central then started playing them, you know, on their public channels, streaming, things like that. So yeah, they each had like a decade. Yeah. The Simpsons was 80s, 90s. Yeah. And then Trey Parker, Matt Stone, I think they were like 95, 97 was when they started. So they were like the 2010s. Family Guy kind of came in at what, like 2005 or 6?
Yeah.
Something like that. And now Rick and Morty's been going strong for like 5 or 6 years. So Family Guy probably had the longest history of popularity because, well, I mean, Simpsons is still popular. It's still playing, isn't it? Wow. It's like 85 seasons now.
Like 30 years.
They've almost been playing as long as I've been alive. Jeez. It's crazy. That's crazy, guys. Is that crazy? Pretty sure most of you are from different countries. You don't care.
Like, what is he talking about?
Like 17 to 20% of you are from the U.S. The rest of us not from any country here. Which is cool, man. Y'all have really cool culture stuff. Dude, honestly, I like watching movies from different countries because it's more interesting. Mainly because you can only see so many cop procedurals or TV shows about superpowers and things. No, don't get me wrong. I love all those. I don't watch them.
Yeah, well, not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them. Yeah, not all of them. But no, I love watching stuff from other countries, man. It makes me feel like Ip Man is still one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, all 4.
Well, I like the first one, the second one the best.
But all of them.
All of them are good. I want to watch those again tonight. Anyway, so we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Have a good week. And make sure better health and better wealth, my friends. Talk to you later.
Soon.